well, I haven't done any videos. Really haven't done any like Skyrim or, just been sitting pretty much on No Man's Sky lately. I thought it'd be time to doing something in order to, help show off some of my more favorite mods. I do use an alternate location mod. I will show you exactly which mods I have used and have installed at this time. Install content. We have all of the alternative armor stuff situated. We have the arcane packs that we have. And this is just basically all of the normal Creation Club packs. But there are some custom-made packs that we will be showing off too. Just as a, little fun side project. I haven't really done anything other than just simply enjoy the crap out of all these mods. For example, the newest and most updated one is Alden's Ultimate Armory, one of my all-time favorite packs to use. I do kind of like the Divine Race pack. It kind of makes the game a little more fun, but it does tend to break the game when you're having troubles in some of the story-guided missions. It doesn't register the, okay, you're this race or this race. It just crashes and it stops working in the main storylines. This I don't even use. I haven't figured it out at all yet, so it is marked as active, but I'm not using that. This is the alternate start location, the Realm of Lorcan, or Lorcan, however you want to say it, Lorcan. It is ultimately, hands down, my favorite one. It gives it its own unique twist in the world. It's really something special. We also have the Almost Anyone mod, the TNF Whiterun, Ring of God mode. These are all my absolute favorite mods, by the way. Hands down to everyone who's made these mods, they are almost 100% my favorite mods. This CeltmoreA race kinda is finicky in most of the gameplay. You can't really use the main storyline with it. I'm not sure what's up with the Skeleton Crew one here. It doesn't work. It's never really worked. It's just there because, well, I wanted to check it out and couldn't. We do have Dragon Slayer's Castle and the Helengard Fort ones as well. All of these I have checked out personally on my own time on the PS4 version. Right now we're running PS5. These may or may not work perfectly. Sovngarde Music one I would expect would work eventually, but all of these I am most definitely interested in looking at this one today, the Ethereum Armor and Weapons custom pack here by, I think it was Crystalic Chrysis, I think is how you say their name. I am not exactly sure. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong at all, but I am hoping we can debut this and see what it's all about, because I've been saying with my friend Tim, or GameScare usually, as he is in our chats usually, that this would be a hell of an idea if someone actually managed to make it. And to see that someone recently did, OMG, it's been a long time coming, and I'm extremely excited to see how well it works. But thanks again to everybody who has made all of these beautiful, beautiful mods. It is beyond, hands down, some of the most fantastic work I have seen in my entire time playing. I have tried to build the Dwarven City one here. It crashes every time I try to do anything, but it is great for a lot of extra resources, which is why I keep it in here. I am looking forward to all of it. Believe you me, I absolutely am. But without further ado, again, everyone who's made a creation or a mod that is currently installed here, absolutely and utterly fantastic. Thank you. This one especially, I don't know what I'd do without it. Half the time I'm running in and out of Whiterun anyway. This is literally, last I knew, sat right next to Whiterun on one of the most useless bridges in the entire game. Most people run right past it, run right across the river on their own without using it, just to go straight up the hill to the first dungeon. And I'm like, dude, why do they even put the bridge there? And this it makes just so much sense for that one useless bridge that everybody has run across at some point. And they're like, why is this bridge here? There's no reason to have a bridge. You just run across the damn water. But this, absolutely beautiful. I know I've probably showcased it in like several of my videos, but by far, same with the Realm of Lorkhan here, the alternate starts. They are my go-to. Without those, it would take forever and be so annoying to actually play this game at all, because it's like an hour and a half long cutscene to start the game, and it's just like, okay. So that's one of those races right there. That's from the, just hang on a sec. That's from the one mod added in called, where is it? The CeltmoreA race. It also has this to also kind of go in between the two as a additional resource to connect to it. That's what the demon one gives you. It just gives you the ability to play as a demon-like character. Really, it could have been left out. But yeah, no. All of this is absolutely phenomenal stuff. We, for the sake of doing our 100% run, are just going to stick to the basic high elf character, because I usually go with an elf character. I tend to do the high elf one just for the hell of it, you know. And yes, I play as a female character, because for some reason, most games, it has a like 0.2% speed boost to the female characters. I'm not even going to worry about the actual appearance by any means. I'm just standard, hands down. We're going to name this Showcase, just for the sake of doing a modded showcase. Absolutely and utterly, hands down, my favorite mod though. Most of them. It is by far my favorite showcase. You just get so unique little like tidbits information. This was actually not here for the longest time. You would look at some of the things on this table and you gradually see it from the time they released this on PS4. There was originally, hang on a sec, let me just move these out of the way so you can see what I remember seeing at the first point. It was a lockpick set here, a note saying welcome, bag, and the 2 coin pouches. That was it when the very first beginning of this started that I can remember. And I was like, the first time I looked at these, I was like, oh my god, someone finally found a way to make an alternative start. It was by far the best thing I could come up and see. And I just like, oh, it is so beautiful. And for the most part, over the time, it has been absolutely perfect. An absolute perfect thing. All of these function work properly for all the time I've run and seen it. I mean, there was a couple of bugs at the start with some of these. You could join the bandit camps and such. All these just, oh, they work so phenomenally. I'm leaving those out because we tend to run into them and I want to be able to fight something. I'm already just going to do that one, so I don't have to think too much about that. I like to fight the Falmers, so I leave that. I don't like fighting them all the time because they just show up way too often in my runs. Way too often. So that way, by being a part of the Forsworn, I really don't have to kill them. I don't even use Mark Earth for anything all that much. Take that. Use that. Leave that. Take that. Take the sword, because we know we're gonna need it. archer class, bow and arrows. It's just so one of a kind when you look at all this and you just say, wow. Absolutely. Just wow. This is what the actual, like, start of the game should look like, if you want my personal opinion. Just because there's so much that it's just, like, you get to choose all these different objects and items. It is beautiful. I cannot say enough about just running around as you've seen all the different changes and alteration stuff you can do. I like this, no doubt, hands down, because animals are another common situation that we run into all the time. Leave that. Perfect. Now we run down here, we did those. Those are usually the first two things I do. And then I run in and look for the stone that I tend to do. All the time. I tend to only use like one stone throughout the entire game. Just one. It's not that one. I will very rarely ever choose a different one. What's this? Once a day under the sign of the ritual, reanimate nearby corpses? No. That is definitely not. Oh, another fun thing? Whenever you get like a really tricky spot to walk back, poof. It works so flawlessly. I just cannot tell you how beautifully smooth everything is for this. All of these little crystals are teleportation to somewhere in the game. It's like so much more. Yes, that is one of my top two that I usually go to is the Tower Sign, or there is the, I think it's the Apprentice Stone or the Steed Stone are my usual three go-tos. And I usually tend to stick with the first one that I see, which this case just so happens to be the Tower Stone. And each time I've logged in, that stone has been 100% unique, changed. It's all like, they're all like randomized for whatever reason. That's a Thief Stone. I never use the Thief Stone. Mage Stone, what's that one? Yeah, that's like a 1 in like 1 million chance I'll switch to one of these baser stones. I always consider the warrior, the mage, and the apprentice stone all baser ones. I will run through here, I will find all of the spell books I can. I will take all of the spell books usually, just so I have the spells. It's just so one of a kind every time you look at it. College of Winterhold. Riften Forest. Sorry, my stomach just belched or gave me something to belch about right there. That's one of the other two that I'll use is the Lady Stone that we just passed a second ago. That's like one of my top two. I don't know, every time I've used it, I've had like a breeze run. Every time I used Tower Stone, again, it's like a 2 in 10 chance of a breeze run just right through it. No problem at all. When I use the other stones, like the Warrior Stone and such, in here, I tend to have runs where it takes like 4 hours just to get one place. And that's like the middle of the game. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like using those stones, even to begin with. this is my go-to, the Steed Stone, which it gives you an extra 100 carrying capacity, even when encumbered, which is a good thing, typically. But with the one mod that I added into this, whoops, we fell, the God Ring mode, we really don't need the Steed Stone as often. But like I said, when I'm doing this run around the circle, I just want to show you what mod I'm talking about. This one. The Ring of God mode gives you the ability to carry half that much health, not worry about the start of the game nonsense, usually. Typically, when I do the circle, all of the stones every so often will rotate and they'll be in a different spot than they were the time before. Even on occasion, when I've left the realm and come back to it to use these as like a halfway point, a jump point, these stones, some of them, tend to frequently alternate where they are. This one has been over yonder once before. It has been over there. It has been up here on this side of the building. I have seen practically them move like constantly. So I never anticipate them to be in the same place twice. In here is basically where I start doing my first few levels of the game, just so I have crafting done and out of the way. I tend to take these just so I have a variety of starting tools if I feel like it. It's not going to matter in a moment or so anyway, what we have to carry. That's why I'm not worried how slow I'm going. I just want to show everything in detail as much as I can, because I know I probably won't do it the best justice that I can, but this is by far one of my favorite mods. By far favorite. And I'm just gonna take this stuff anyway, just for the sake of having it. As you can see, we can kind of already start making the strange stuff that we can to start brawler, leather gauntlets and things. The jewelry I tend to use like towards the end of the middle section of the game to the end of the game as like just extra cash flow because we have so much crap that we don't know what to do with it. That's just typically how it goes. I'm looking at you now.
Yeah, take a look.
Buy all the arrows that we can, and then we go and turn around and sell some of the stuff we've picked up back to them. Like those we're not going to use. We just have those for the sake of having them and using them to do this. We keep those because those will come in handy later. We keep those so we have them. Those are a little bit better. What is our best armor? 16 plus. What's the other armor give us? Plus of 29. 16 is 43. 43. 16, 43. 33, 43. 15. Sell those. I'll sell that. Keep that one. Sell what we just made. Sell what our character is wearing. Just because that armor is junk anyway. Alright, well. Steel arrows, those will come in handy later. Quickly change the outfit. Oh, well, we should drop the foot wraps we don't need. There. As you can see, we are now different gear. for the meantime, just so we have it, this guy is going to be
This
some of
one
our
needs
extra
some.
cash.
Take a look.
Right here just to start with, because we will plan for a lot of trouble ahead of time. We are definitely going straight to Whiterun first, though, just as an FYI. Because, well, I could jump around and go to place to place to place. Just not that easy to deal with. Because I want to grab that ring first that I was telling you about. Just so we have it. So I'm not going to use it right away. I might if something gets tricky, but knowing how long I've played this, probably won't be that bad. Actually, we might even end up switching what armor we're wearing anyway, because right here we got some Dwarven enchanted armor. We've got some of our better items to try and pick up around here. Elven armor. Some of the better armor once it gets picked up later, but we'll wait till later for those. It looks like the best chance of getting a better bit of armor would be... Oh, I think the Dwarven Health one. To be honest. Nope, 37 we have our better armor. So it's only going to give us Orcish armor to start with. That's okay. I'm good with that. Usually it'll have like 1 in 10 chances to have all sorts of different armors floating around here. The best armor we currently are wearing this time, because it only gave us the Orcish armor. It didn't give us the Dragon Bone armor like it did the times before. I always come up here and I take these just for the sake of having them as well. And we walk over here. I am going to drop some of the extra equipment now we have that we don't need. For example, this. No. But that kind of did help us get that out of the way now. You can have those. That way we can run around and move
This
like
one
that
needs
out of
something.
heck. I'm not worried about that.
How can I? There's nothing more I can teach you.
Yeah, he's just a basic enchanter. We already know more than he does anyway to begin with. We will take that for later. Yes, and we just started the game. Brand new, fresh, scrapped everything we did before, just so we had it. That's a pretty good shield to take with us. We have a Nordic sword anyway. We are taking those just to disenchant them. This basically is just to help us start setting up for the later parts of the game. Because now we can enchant anything we want with those enchantments we just learned. It would be nice if we could... Hang on, I'm gonna grab a couple of those shards. Where are they? Oh, I had them. Okay. Interesting. We should have at least gotten... Now we have one that does have a thing on it. Iron Shield, enchantment for Rusty Health, lesser enchantment. That is just so we get our first level. That's another thing that the God Ring will help in the long run. We will be able to do our enchanting a lot better. And we will gain levels like a crazy thing out of heck, kind of be, and polite about it. Politically sensitive to it.
Yes.
Oh, this is the first time someone's been up here.
Take a look.
Interesting. This is new. Someone who has... I see. Might as well grab some of these while we can. Fast healing, fireball flames, frostbite, lesser ward, lightning rune, mage light, phase zombie, stone flesh. Now we will sell a chain shield. That iron shield, which is enchanted. This ring, that circlet, that armor. I was expecting to run into a merchant, just not up here, because I've never come up here to this point in the building and had someone sitting here waiting for us. So we do have a couple of those. Okay, good to know. Well, I was going to keep that for when we ran into the Thieves Guild, but oh well. You can keep that too. You can have those. Yep. Keep them, keep those. Well, actually, I can sell those. The healing ones are the ones we really need right now. And we got what money we spent back. Usually we come up here and there's no one here and it's like emptier than a ghost town. Spellbound dagger, calm, sunflower, sizzling, however you want to say that. Now we will use our books. Huh. You already know some of these. Good to know. Well, now we can sell the ones we don't need.
Did you need something? Take a look.
Make a little bit of money off them. Actually,
take a look.
We should sell those ingredients we just picked up as well.
Until next time.
This is the bottom floor. How did we... So we went from the bottom floor to this floor, which it's calling the bottom floor. There is another floor down that we could go to as well. That would require us going all the way back to the top to go all the way back down, which I ain't even doing that. Last time there was also an added like little side place you could go and fight vampires off the get-go in there. When I first did this, it was like something unfinished basement or something during the changes that they were making. And eventually, there it is. They brought it outside and called it Gloom Shade. We will deal with the vampire stuff when we're good and ready. We aren't dealing with it right now. But like I said, I'm practically going to do one more little thing in here whilst we're in here. I think we have stone flesh. So we'll do that enchantment. And just so you know, last I checked, it doesn't remove anything of these. Boom.
Need something?
Need some? Take a look.
That will be coming in handy later, so we will take that for now. We are not going to use it, but we are going to keep it. Now what we need to do is find the archery place that they used to have. They used to have a table. There it is, right here next to this guy.
Yes.
It just tells you where how you're supposed to be able to climb the vines, blah de blah. It's not that important. What is important is just making sure we have enough arrows to work with at first. Take those because they're here. What's this? Rift in jail. We're not going there yet. Not there either for Fort Dongar. What's this? Markarth Talos. Helgen. Red Wave.
Laik wishes you well.
Whiterun. And thus, that is our first. I am going to say no to that now. We can always enable that later if we want to. But now that we are in the Riften, or Whiterun stables, and Riften on the head, on the brain, we are going to quickly run all the way around here, do our usual talking bit. So the first time that was hooked into the game, it used to spawn us inside the wall, bypassing this conflict of chit-chat with this guy. And we are going to have to run into him now, because the update or something
closed with
moved
the
it.
dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Ta-da! Another speechcraft upgrade. We have another level up already. Interesting. I'll put this one into enchanting. So, this is the Ring of God mode. That leads us to our one of our other mods and adds-on. That's where the crystal used to be, right here, and this was right here. For a while I noticed a conflict of information. And this is the infamous cheat barrel. Just as a little FYI, the normal in-game cheat barrel you can use to hop over the wall if you do it right. You can use it even now as your starting player. Oh, well, I am definitely going to go annoy this guy again.
Greymane or Battleborn?
We're going to answer just to keep from being an ass.
Well,
there we
I
go.
work with my mother.
I can tell you were sharp the moment I laid
Yes,
eyes on
actually.
you.
How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go
We're
ahead.
going to do this quickly,
That's a decent weapon.
just so we can, like, as you see it jump, just you wait until, this is why I use the ring. I wasn't going to use it right away, but I have to just show it off.
I don't... Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over.
So now that we have the ring equipped, I was going to wait till after we did this in order to, like, give it a decent way. As you can see, it just legendaried it in a second. And we did it twice.
Have you met... I help my... This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
I've always found that doing this mission at the start really helps.
Yes? Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting.
I'm just gonna
That
let
kind
it
of
go,
thing.
play itself
Let's see
through,
if you can make a
la-di-da.
hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. I'm waiting. I should hire... Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there.
Do it as much as we can.
I'm waiting. You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh?
Gonna dump most of our points into health and stamina at first. Because it still technically does keep track of your basic health even when using the ring. So if you look at the numbers down at the bottom of the screen, the green ones, the smallest digit possible, so like 248 is our actual magic, and 128 is our health, and 138 is about what our stamina is presently. It just as an FYI, it will change, it always changes.
Got some good pieces.
But you notice that skyrocket us up way up there. There is no doubt that it's probably the most helpful item that we can just randomly pick up in the middle of town. And though right now we don't need that ring, when we start to take it off after a while, as you can see, it like half what we had and it's slowly recovering now. For example, okay, 250, 130, 140. It kind of bounces a little and changes it, but that's just depending on, you know, wearing the ring or not. Always.
Hi there.
I mostly deal with petty thievery.
And we just run all the way up here.
You look tired, friend.
We just run all the way here.
Disrespect the law and you
Get this
disrespect
done.
I serve Jarl
Well,
Balgruuf
I
as
trust
steward.
you have something vitally important to tell me. Important enough to interrupt me in the middle of council? By Ismir, Irileth was
Just to
right.
deal with this.
What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains.
As a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular... Come, let's go find
this standing
Farengar,
around is
my
rubbish.
court wizard.
We should be taking the fights to
Been looking into a
Stormcloaks.
matter related to these dragons.
So
and
angry, I can hardly stand it.
of dragons.
Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient.
But I don't want to be patient. I want my dress right now. Father promised.
All you ever do is
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your
I'm going to
dragon
tell Father you said
project.
that. He'll
Go
take
ahead and
all
fill
my
her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Yes, I could use... Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into... Straight to the... I, learned of... Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the... Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them.
And that one, we don't have that one. Yeah, I can get that later. Get those. We might have those, we may not, so I'll buy them anyway. I tend to try to get all the spells first and then worry about everything else after. Typically. Sell you that scroll, that way we can buy the other book we were looking at. Soul Trap. I think we have that. I can get the rest later though. We have that. So we didn't have all of those, but we have just all the two.
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate it.
Before it's too late.
I don't know if you've heard, but Jarl Balgruuf said my work is a priority. Of course, Jarl Balgruuf.
La-dee-da. Another fun thing about those, it helps us. Some of those are easy to get to, but it just takes a lot of time and effort. So officially, just so everyone is aware, the showcase, we're going to go here in just a second, just to go here. But we won't be having to fast travel there. It's a good thing we can right off the get-go, and Riverwood is like right here. We will be using the door that we saw when we first came into Whiterun. I want to just show you how quick and painless it makes trying to go from here right there. Oh my!
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Shut up.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it.
Shut up.
Got to go.
Yeah, it didn't add anything. just was a waste of time. It was probably nothing of importance.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and
Good for you.
Need a blade? You should talk to
I will probably end up using the, which one we'll call it in a minute.
The insufferable waiting.
So, here's how we're going to use this. This is the void teleportation room in the ultimate armory. This is by far my second favorite and ultimately top favorite in the use of materials and gathering stuff for a reason. Mostly for that reason that you just witnessed, is the pouch of freaking items, or arrows. And then all the game keys in the game. And that's practically all I really come here to do, except for maybe use the leveling room a little. And that is... hang on a minute. This is just extra stuff. All this stuff isn't really needed, but it's great to have. That's a strange phenomenon that I'm not going into. There's the CeltmoreA room. Leveling room is down here, last I checked. We can run on this supposedly lava-looking scenario. Some of this is also a little buggy from time to time. Okay, there's a specific door I will see. That one. This is the leveling room. It has a lot of creatures in it, or characters that you can use the special swords to level up specific skills from time to time. I won't be doing that right now. I will give this whole place its due diligence when it comes to it. For now, what we came in here for is mainly this room.
What can I do for you?
And practically everything in these barrels except for those skeleton keys. Because the skeleton keys just makes it way too easy. So I'm going to leave a skeleton key in each of these barrels. Every so often these barrels will restock themselves. The reason we just came in here for the gold and the lockpicks. That's really it.
What now?
That's all we came in here for, was the gold and the lockpicks. That way, we have more than we'll ever use. We also can get all the spells and such from in here as well, but I like to do that more of a legit manner than just simply, oh hey, we have all the spells. Because it defeats the purpose of just going and trying to find all of the spells. Like I said, this and the other alternate location are my top favorite places. I come through here like every time I play Skyrim. That is the biggest one that we will be probably using at a later time. Okay, we need... where is it? Stone Cavern, Dim Hollow, Severed Manor, all of the player homes that are naturally in the game, though not necessarily. Bleak Falls Sanctum. We've arrived. We have already practically got what we need. So we are going to leave that here. We are going to use... okay, we'll use... you know what? I'm going to hook on the ring first, just for the sake of having it, and showing you why it's so much fun. And we will use our legendary dagger to kill this foe. Problem solved. It was so quick and painless, it wasn't even funny. That's why it was funny. Because it wasn't funny. So quick, so painless, and we have already got what we need for that first mission. Now all we have to do That's Winterhold. What does it say to go to Winterhold when it's supposed to be Whiterun? We just opened a couple of doors and there we were. Oh. Okay, that is weird. I know I opened the Whiterun door. Why did it send me to Windhelm? This is one of the bugs I've not seen.
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches his weapon.
It's probably the first time I've had a bug like that happen where I open one door and it goes to the wrong door.
I spend a lot of time at the market.
But at least now we have Windhelm discovered, so we can teleport there too. Might be helpful later. Might not be. Oh, it depends on how I feel, which way goes where.
You see? The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. That is where you...
So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow?
Time to kill a dragon with a dagger.
Nice work. Just send me a copy when you deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
Yeah, that's how quick I know this place like the back of my hand, and I haven't played it in over a year.
Let's go.
As soon as I know exactly what the story part is, I run right there because I practically know it all. Like
Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming
so
from
enthusiastic.
The south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
Okay, time to poke at it with a needle.
So you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here.
Oh,
but I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No. I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on...
Time to go and have a little fun poking a dragon with a needle. That's practically what this dagger will do. It'll be one poke and it'll practically be done for. Oh, I would so like to just stab him with his needle too. And it's probably the reason I hate having to go through and do any sort of like mission here at the beginning. Is because he's just so annoying. Personally, I do not like the guy who's sitting there announcing Talos. Time to kill a dragon with a needle, or a toothpick, a dagger. Like I said, I wasn't intending on using that ring so soon, but I just had to do it for the dagger, because it was just so much fun. And this dagger will be good for us for, like, practically the entire game. And then it won't really matter anyway, but by the time we actually get to fixing our stuff up, it'll be obsolete again anyway. Especially if we do, like, I forget what other mission, debuffs the strength again. But for now, it'll be good for our purposes.
Save us. Here he comes again.
Oh, well, that's strange. That's the first time I've heard him say that. It's usually, what's the word? There's another deity he says. He doesn't usually say Kinnereth. Forget. It's like, I've heard him say Mara, I've heard him say Talos, I've heard him say all sorts of different things. That's the first time for that one. Okay. Stab. Stab. Killed with a toothpick. Now, we are going back to Whiterun before that interaction with the guard comes out. That is also one of my other favorite weapons, too. Booth right there in the cutscene. Loading scene. I do plan to try to do as much of the game as possible before having to step away for a little while. But I have to do classes and things. But I do intend to finish a 100% run of this modded situation. It just might take a few videos.
Good. You're finally here.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more so it's true. The Greybeards, the masters of the way of the voice. The Dragonborn. If you read, you heard the
There's been talk amongst the guards.
What else could it mean?
Dragon.
The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That
This
was
is
the
how
voice
I
of the
feel when
Greybeards,
sitting here doing
summoning
this
you to High
cutscene.
Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself.
Mostly
summoned
because
he was
I've
still
heard it
Talos
so many
of Ragnar.
times, it makes my head spin.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here?
Yeah, but
Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense. Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course.
Yeah,
It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that? You've
Thank
done
you.
a great service for me and my city.
I have to wait
Dragonborn.
for a specific point
By
just
my
to
right
jump
as
some of it.
Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I
So the
assign you
loading goes
Lydia
well.
as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. I envy you, you know. To climb the 7,000 steps.
Now we got our first companion. As
The
it
Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. Lead the way.
Okay. And because the next phase we are going to do is involving our
I'm right behind you.
smithing, I am just going to give that
I am
away to our
sworn to carry
companion.
your burdens.
Oh, bless me. Weapons, we will give you... well, I'll keep those in case I do something important. Give you those. That. don't have another bow at the top of my head. You can have that. And that's it.
Let's get going then.
Fight with a dagger and shield from now on. Alright, so with that in mind, we are going to go back to the armory, Void Armory, for a minute to grab a bunch of materials and start crafting like a crazy person. Okay, gotta remind myself the direction.
You there. We're looking for someone
don't
in
care.
Whiterun. We'll pay good money for information.
Bye. Get out of my way. See, that's the thing about that is, as soon as that mission starts, you get all those annoying additives. We have to go across the bridge, over yonder. Actually, yes, it's over here. And just to do diligence, we are going to show you the books you'll see when you first come in the first door. These are always being updated, always changing. It's really a beautiful mod pack. If there was any one standalone mod that I would like in my game and have had at one point, it would be this one. The Ultimate Armory is just so beautiful. It adds so much ease to the game, while at the same time giving its own unique twist on everything. This is also the part in the video where we are going to do due diligence to the Ultimate Armory. That is the name of the gentleman who created this mod there at the bottom, Aldan. Obviously, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, especially if it's not a common name. Classes, crafting room. There used to be a key for this door, and you had to go and get. Fortunately, they took that out. I'm not going to be using those. I'll be using these, most certainly. I'm definitely going to take those, though I won't need them right now. I'm going to need all the rest of this to build a lot of crap. Get our skills up there. It won't take very long. This is also going to be the point in the scenario where we definitely are going to need a lot of effort. And it's going to take us a little while. So if you want, it'll probably take us like 20 minutes to build one of everything. So if you want to just tune out, you're welcome to. And you can stay and watch what we do and how fast we do it. Because I do intend to build one of every item on each of these lists. Except for the arrows, obviously, because we can do them at any time. The only items I don't intend to make right now are the stuff that requires the chitin and or the other items from other areas of the game, because they are not currently accessible. Oh, well, was not intending to stop doing that. We've done iron, we've done studded, we've done hide. So just for the sake of Imperial. We've done steel, dwarven, other, we need to do elven. Some of the items are easier to get along with making, and they bump the stuff up better when they're being refined. Each time you upgrade your stuff, you will also have to, what's the word? Yeah, I'm not doing those just yet. I'm not doing these just yet. These are a hit or a miss. I can build the fire arrows at a later time. Ice arrows and the other stuff here later. This is just optional stuff. Except for that, I will build one of those just for the sake of building one of them. And now we will sharpen the weapons and show you exactly how that goes and functions. Each time you upgrade your stuff in the stats, you will also get the option to redo all of your items you've made so that the, what you want to call it, the damage output goes up continuously. The more times you legendary your skills, the more damage each item does. And as you can see, our smithing is now up to 100. And then some. And that's just because as soon as we finished making everything, we were at max level. Now, if you sell some of this stuff off to the shops, you will occasionally run into it again being used against you. By, like, if you were to say the Imperial Guard stuff, you sold that in Whiterun, they would eventually start using it against you, especially if you used it in or were doing crimes in town. I have had that happen only once, but it has happened. The funny thing is, it still doesn't matter. And that's all the armors. Did I already do all these? Yes, I did. Alright. So now we will quickly do our level ups. We are now level 18. Quickly, it's always a wise decision to do all of these before legendarying it, because if you don't, it seems to unbalance it as far as I've ever noticed. I've always noticed that it unbalances your smithing skills for certain things that you leave out. And now we have 15 perks again. Each time you legendary it, it goes up and replaces the perks. And you can use them in anything. You will always keep getting more perks until you run out of things to use them on. This, just for the moment, is really all we need to worry about, is the extra leveling perks and getting all this extra stuff done. Because that'll help put us on the map for all of these, not just the one or the two, because as you'll soon see, well, you won't always get the opportunity right away. Some items you will, some items you won't. Once you start your leveling up process again, though, that's when you'll start to access them again for the second time. Usually, once you've already legendaried it once, you just have to make like 1 or 2 items, and then boom. As soon as you get your first level, it'll start bumping stuff up again. Problem solved. First level, let's see.
Right.
It could take up to 2. Doesn't always depend. I'll just do it the way I usually do it, just so you can see. Might be here a little bit. And I will stop just at 70 and check the other stuff again. Alright, level up. So it's at 70, not 69. No, I was not intending upon that. See, now we can do that one. Because we have the arcade stuff.
Something?
As you saw there, some of the stuff we can legendary
What do
again.
you want, little elf?
Oh, none of the weapons. Which one was it again? Being a little off balance. Daedric. Okay. I very rarely use that stuff anyway. Summon the heavy armor. One to block right now. Two-handed, one-handed. One into the bow, which will be our frequent weapon a lot of the time. Yeah, so now it's back over here for a minute. Switch for little, so there's a bit of a variety. And now it's jumping ahead. Now it's jumping back. Now it's jumping ahead again. This is hilarious. Five, 6, 7, 98, 99, 100. Let's do the other categories first. I don't always just stick them in there, but typically I will if it becomes an issue for some of these. The main ones I have to worry about is the arcane and the basic ones, all honesty.
What do you want? Well.
Okay, not quite yet for those. What about the weapons? Can we upgrade them at all yet? Oh, okay.
Speak,
That's
elf.
fine with me. Get out of my way, that's what. Alright, just so I can get more fun, I'm gonna start making swords now. You can see it's about the same diligence. Actually, maybe I'll find a better sword to make and work on. There's steel. Should be more than enough to get us back up there now for a while.
What do you want? Well.
Certain amount of damage. Over 1,000.
Need something? Yes? Yeah? What do you want? Well.
This is basically all it is back and forth now. Every so often do one, and the other ones are usable again. Or fixable again.
What do you want? Well.
Now we're back up to over 100 again. This might take a while, like I said. It's probably going to take us like a good 20 minutes for just all this. Extra 4 books. As long as we keep the others, we should be good to put the rest in whatever we want to put them in. If anything at all. Alright, yeah, there's that.
What do you want? Well. Yes?
Our smithing's back up to over 100 again. So it's just a few levels each time. I'm just going to attempt to ignore that thing. It's going to keep doing it as long as we're here doing this. $95, $101.
Yes?
We're now level 50. Character-wise. Spare perk of 21 routines till we start leveling up everything else.
Big elf.
100 in just a second.
Big elf.
101. And you're going to be seeing those numbers continuously change. This is just so much fun, though. It's like, from 0 to 54. We're up to 26 points to use.
What do you want?
Oh, just you to get out of my way. Stop annoying you.
What do you want, little elf?
Almost there. AJ stamina, 3 levels for that. This is pretty much all we're doing for a little bit.
Yeah?
Just the absurd fun of doing this is just kind of funny. And this is just so we can go out and obliterate everything on the map.
Need something? Hi. Yeah? Hi.
I should upgrade our armor while I can.
Yes?
If I can. Same rule applies practically. Every time you refine it and do it again, it's gonna do it
What do you
anyway.
want? Yes? Speak, elf. Hmm? What do you want? Well,
Now our stuff's up to over 101 again. Now we are level 60.
what do you want? Little elf? What do you want, little elf?
gonna keep ignoring the guy, because he's gonna just keep doing it. I should actually just show you what the actual number of all that is. Oh, down there in the corner, plus of 2,175 damage. It's fucking ridiculous. Pardon my language. 10,000 damage, 20,000 damage, 20,000 damage there. And this is basically just the fun part of it all. It's just hilarious.
Something?
Yeah, you out of my way and just stop bothering me. I do intend to level the other stats up later, except for a few of them, which I will do manually just for the sake of doing it and having fun with it. 94, 101.
Yeah?
And we have 25, and we've legendaried it 10 times. Now we will talk to this guy.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Neither. Get rid of stuff. The only place that won't matter is here. For example, all the stuff practically stays right here. Sell the legend stuff. So I don't use Warhammers. Just something. I don't use war axes. Though I probably should. I don't. This is just to unweight our character. Shields are always going to do an additive to our armor class because, well, they're always going to be a shield spot practically open in every word. But this is why we sell it all to this guy. I do plan to give some of this over, or at least a suit of this over to our companion. I suppose I'll get rid of that one. You can always make more of this stuff later. Should have kept them ones. I'm gonna need what pieces do we have for this? Gauntlets and helms. We need the chest and the boots. Gauntlet, helm, yes. So we got those ones. Actually, I'll just make better ones in a minute. So I'll just sell all those. Don't need that, don't need that. Definitely don't need that or that. Keep the dwarven set because dwarven is just for appearances. Ah, fuck it, you can have that mace too. Oh yeah, I was going to do that. That's what I'll do. Instead.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
So, keep those for my anesthetic pleasure. Just really like to look at them. I will sell those. Don't need crazy enchanted boots.
Aye.
Now we will make specific suits of armor, just so we can get rid of what we got on. First we make our companion right suit. Right, sure why not. What suit should I put on? Because I can use any of them. I'll just keep the dwarven ones we got. And get rid of the suit we have on.
What do you want?
Once I finish fixing things.
Yes?
Need something?
No.
All right then.
Still here. All right. What is it? Still need to do something? I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Alright, you can take... Actually, those are plus for me, so I will give her the dwarven gear instead. I do just like to sit around and look at them from time to time though. Now I must set up things the right way. One of each of those, you get those, you get that, one of those. What else we got? You can have them too. I don't need that crap myself. Steel greatsword for you. I have 10 steel swords that I forgot about already. Oh, interesting. Alright, so just to make sure we've got what we need, switch these to us instead and sell the rest.
Yeah? The finest weapons and armor.
Yeah, because I built them all. I'll keep the dwarven armor myself for the rest. And can all get sold. And that is just how you make better stuff. Keep the great sword, keep the elven sword because I like them. I don't need the extra bow because I have one already, at least for the time being. Wait, which bow is better? 21 or whatever. Did I sell the other bow? I must have. I thought I still had an ebony bow. I thought I didn't. Wait a second, hang on. No, I must have sold it without thinking about it. Oh yeah. Okay then. With that kind of armor though, we should be able to take this off. But we are carrying way too much. That's our only downside. Fortunately for us, there are storage chests nearby. Put those in there, keep those, put those in there. It would just be way too easy to use the dragon bone stuff, truth be told. Actually, why am I putting those in there? I should just keep those. Those I can put in there. I won't need the rest of the stuff for a while. Like, at all, really. For, like, a long time. Can't use that anyway for a while. Storage chest, we take out our gemstones again. Make sure we didn't leave any other... Good. We can run and walk around. Yeah, you used to have to go in here, find the key to all the different places. There are still a couple of keys you still have to find for this. Now that we've done all our crafting, we might as well show off everything. So that's a crafting room. This... I ain't really entirely sure what all this is supposed to be. I mean, it does have all the items for the different classes, but there is also a lot of strange anomalies when you go in here. I do not like to take the chance of doing that. I just wanted to show it off because it's really neat to look at. A lot of those things when you go in there tend to break the game, however. This is just a barracks. Interesting. Based on the design of the Riverwood or Riften Inn. Oh, well, that started because we're now over the level cap.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Well, at least now we know when he's not at the keep that he's hiding here in this alternate location. Not. It's just the one that's in here. Yeah, there's at least one of every type of hero AI in here. In here there is some rather broken things, I say. Most of it doesn't really work. Travel with was one of the you can get stuck, power tomes. I have seen that where if you even try to learn some of these spells for these creatures, it breaks the game entirely. It's just neat to look and to walk through here and see them all. It's just really funny. Yeah, here's the thing about one of these. Skeletal dragon, as we know what it, or if you've played the game you'll know what one looks like, but even this one especially tends to break the most. As you can see, there's no like depiction of it. I don't use those at all because, like I said, I've only ever tried to use them one time and it broke so much. And in here, there's ever-changing amounts of characters.
Speak, elf. What do
There's
you want?
all sorts of creatures and different heroes and things that you can interact with in here that you can't in the normal areas.
Out with it.
And it's always like a revolving door. It looks like the Riverwood tavern or most taverns. I say the Riverwood one because of that false panel one.
Need something.
They are all sorts of strange, you know, companions you can hire and take with you and all that.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get...
And it's ever changing. obviously it's Daedric based. It's got all the Daedra artifacts and stuff that you can get in the game, which if you do use these and you haven't done the missions for them, it tends to break the game. But this is also a way to go around when, if say you had a mission that glitched and you needed to, what's the word, go and try to find the actual artifact because you don't have it for whatever reason. This is the place to go. You can also get the items. For example, that's the museum prompt you'll get when it's time to do the Maroon's Razor, the beacon. It also kickstarts off most of the quests this way as well, by doing it that way. Because some of those items are meant to be found in order to kickstart the whole thing. Some of them are just there for reasons unknown. Just because some of the items you aren't allowed to get in the game, but you can if you really try hard. For example, if you haven't found the Dreamstride one, it's rather a unique place to try and find
one of the
it.
Same kind, you and I.
It's in the Dawnstar place where you try to save them from the nightmares. I'm just going to show you again so you know what it looks like. This book right here, the Dreamstride. This is an item you can pick up in its normal mission once you've unlocked the door by helping the one priest guy go all the way through the tower, fighting the people who've been asleep, I guess, for like 20 years or something like that. That's where you also will find the Vermina robes. Some of these are really like one-of-a-kind chances. You mess one up, you mess it up entirely kind of deal. Some of them are a swap for a different item, for example. That's Dawnbreaker. If you're lucky enough, you can normally get it where there's 2 of them, and you can dual wield them. But that's like 1 in 5 chances where you'll get that. Because it breaks after a little while, some of the glitches happen. And this, as you can see, there's only half the handle there. It tends to make a second one with the other half of the handle. Or, for example, there are 2 ebony blades. There's the one that's got a full enchantment, there's one that doesn't have an enchantment. Just, these are the same item for the same mission. You give up this, which is the item you place in the altar. When the chieftain gets his just rewards or whatever, you'll get the Voldrang there from an orc stronghold, a runeful axe, and the 2 stars and the razor. So, Blade of Sacrifice comes from the Boethia one, where you can get the armor for the male plate there. And it's all based on killing one of her previous champions who misused her artifact for their own gains. I'm sure if you've played the game and you've done the Azura Star mission, most people have gone with the Black Star. Azura Star is okay, the Black Star is better in my personal opinion, because it tends to capture the souls of the killed people. And everyone probably knows the infamous Maroon's Razor, which is basically the perfect assassin's tool. And for this case here, the Rings of Hearseen, you can use them if you're a werewolf. If you kill the werewolf, you get the one guy he sends you to kill, you get the skin hide. But if you refuse to kill him and you use him as an ally and kill all the hunters, you'll get the regular Ring of Hearseen, not the cursed one. Just as an FYI info. And that's the Daedric room. Just allows me to show you what certain items look like. That's why I went there. This, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what all this is supposed to be. I mean, Sure, some of these you can go and you can clear them out for like little like side fun things, is about the best I could say. Some of these are really, really glitchy, and some of them are not. I have no idea what this arena thing is. I've never found the key for it. It never really was there prior to this. It's the first time I've seen it. I have no desire to go in here because it breaks the game every time I've played before.
I don't owe you money, do I?
The Oblivion Realm is as it sounds. There's a lot of Daedras in there. You fight them, they'll blow you to pieces. There's Dragon Priest Room. There's the Sweet Roll Dimension, apparently. I have no idea what the hell those are, because you can't reach them. Valley of Giants. Spiders everywhere. Dwarven Arena. Bandit. Valley. That is probably the most straightforward, weird one I have experienced, where they have a character named Darth Sidious. He doesn't even really do anything when you approach him at first, at least in the times I've tried to kill him and all that. But it's really messed up. This is a chance to break, like, a lot of the time, and as you can see, this is really weird. It really doesn't do a hell of a lot. Okay.
I knew it!
He just shoots like 1 in 5 chances he'll do this, or he'll shoot a fireball. And he's basically just, you shoot him, it's basically done. I ain't too worried about that item either. Some of these you'll find the key like I did, a mysterious door key, and practically that's all this is. As soon as you kill him, that's all there is in here. And you're back where you started.
Ow.
Sometimes you'll find that just the mysterious keys aren't all that much either. They're not worth a lot. This is all these are, really. A challenge room here, a challenge room there. And this is another great way of actually, like, trying to upgrade your stance. Still don't know why I can't move. Pretty much all these rooms are little challenges. I will take the extra goodies here and there, but... I still don't understand all of the purposes of the mystery keys because, well, when I go through that later, like I said, I'm just showcasing everything you can do here in this. It's really kind of interesting.
This is the end for you.
Okay, I'm gonna move. That, I think where you're stuck in the middle there is like one of those glitches that you just can't really get around usually as well. It's the first time I've actually seen it happen, but it's something I'm aware of, kind of. And these, basically the keys to the secret doors are basically just a hidden Easter egg in here, in this particular mod, which, don't get me wrong, is beautiful, mind you. Get to spend like hours of just extra time just kicking around these guys and these battle hall challenges and all that crap. It's funny. It's a good little side project. And it's not just in these rooms that you can find the mystery keys. I found one in all of the other doors amongst the other parts of this mod itself. But I will give it credence where it's due. These are, you know, a unique way around it. You can always find some fun running around in here. I still, despite some of the things that are up and down for me on this mod, this is one of those that's just kind of like, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Man, he like perfectly laid out like that. It's kind of funny. Oh, let's see if we can get lucky and find a key in here and there. I think this is one of the other ones that gets a key. I know the Dragon Priest one does, if I'm not mistaken, and I think we got the one from Darth City is there, the one. I'm just trying to remember which ones were where, and the last time I played this, like, was for this specific area was well over a year ago, if not a little longer. Bent Dimension, Valley of the Undying, Battle Dragonborns, Wisp Valley, the Arena, Dragon Priests. I am currently in the middle of something. Alright, this is also a quick way just to get all of the masks, so you don't really even have to fight all of the Dragon Priests in the game. I'm still going to, but it's really kind of interesting to see. A few of them you may or may not find here. And any of them at any old time can either A, respawn, or B, just show up at a different time. Alrighty, let's see. The grant is is that all of them, or is there another couple of them I missed? I should have probably... Oh. He's still alive. Not no more. He's dead. The ash files for one guy, huh? I think there's one that's missing, but I ain't sure. No big deal though. No key there, which is surprising because there used to be one. Actually, I think it might be in the other one, Valley of the Undying, if I had to think about it. I'm just gonna quickly show you what we have. See, there's another one they didn't have in the other area. I think we already got that like 4 times. Definitely got that. Shut up. Keep your mouth closed. And you have multiple of them. Scour the hordes of the dead. Okay. Interesting. Must have moved them. Anyway, I should just show you what the mystery door key that we do have is used for.
Yes?
And right about now it is, yeah, about that time where I have to start contemplating how much more I can show you. I know I probably won't get to the other mods that I wanted to yet, but just showing you what we still have to go through. Like I said, it'll take way too long to discuss every little detail. But yeah, special, like, for example, like I said earlier, I could get anything I wanted at any old time, and it's just no fun to do it that way. Armor, clothing, like I said, it's practically all right here. And I can actually ask some of these guys for, you know, if they're gonna come with me as allies, actually run into the characters you won't normally see. You'll get unenchanted artifacts, you'll learn all the stuff in here. It's basically a 10 times over on itself kind of deal. These are some of the armors you can also find at the start in that one area. I've seen it practically all. These are broken weapons that really, in here, when you get them from here, will break your game. Typically. I am going to save those for when we actually get them all. Some of these we will be able to get. These, I have tried some of them. Occasionally the storm one works. Occasionally the meteor storm one will work. Most of these will break your game. That's why I'm just showing you some of the things you can find in here, and some of the things you should stay away from if you want my opinion. That's what the pedestal for Dawnbreaker has. Sorry, just something flashed like crazy epileptic type style stuff in my window ago, so I wasn't sure exactly what the hell that was about. Again, that's just more stuff, more places for you to get followers or whatever, same thing, mess hall. Up there is more stuff that's just a library where you can get more spells and takes the fun out of finding it all. This is one of the merchants. That's a display case. This is probably one of the better smiths you can always come to for extra resources.
Yes.
He's got about a little everything.
Blades, helmets,
literally a little
pretty much anything to suit you.
everything.
All right,
Like
then.
some merchants
What are
will
you
have
doing
one
that
or
for?
two parts. That's one of the many guys you can recruit and have talk to. These all are people you can have as followers or buy stuff from.
Take a look.
Example, just some random stuff here, there, everywhere.
All right, then. Need something?
Giant sells stuff. This guy sells stuff.
All right.
What do you want?
Nothing of worth really trying to buy and use, because most of this will break your stuff. See, this is a mannequin you can have follow and fight for you. This guy is a higher. These two are always fighting.
Tidings.
You can have them as companions. You can have that spider as a companion. Strange skull sword.
Need something? Good morning. Take a look.
This stuff is semi-usable if you get it from him. Some of it's not. Some of it's just pointless anyway. Not like you can't get all that stuff in the normal game anyhow. Magic flowers. Gives you random spells that you may or may not have. And that's about all there is to really show you, because then it's just your standard teleportation room. Well, standard I say because I use it almost every other time. You get everywhere. Back here is the strange parts. That brings you to the, which one I call it? Not the one thing there, but that's just a test cell for you to try stuff out. For more holding cell DLC items, that's the standard editor smoke room like this, but just it makes it accessible. This is worth nothing to visit. It's just the visuals for your magic. How you know, it acts in the game, shows you what it should look like, but it doesn't always work. These are all of your black books. These are all of the specials places you'll be able to go. Corvingian Crypt, Skulldolphin, Skyhaven, Ratway. You seen me use the one earlier for Bleak Falls Burrow. And that is credit to, hang on just a second, credit where credit is due. That is, as I said, showcasing Alden's Ultimate Armory. We also did a lot of the Realm of Lorcan so far. We haven't seen these just yet. We've seen the Ring of God mode, the Dremora race, and its, update to ps5. All this we will see later on down the line when it becomes available to us at the time, but right now, we are not in the use of that. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you tune in again. And have a great rest of your day. We will be doing more of this probably sometime later tonight. I know I didn't get to everything I wanted to, but I will be doing more showcasing and hopefully getting to the actual gameplay of the whole thing after we finish doing a lot of our showcases in probably about less than 4 hours. 2 hours for a class I gotta take for attempting to get into acting, and 2 hours for pizza dough making and having dinner. But thank you all very